Space, the final frontier. But what if it weren't? What if we were to go beyond space and into time? The mistakes of the past erased, the future reborn, the mortal and immortal made to decide their destiny together. Time is no longer an arrow, but an infinite expanse of possibilities. Explore this strange new world. Boldly go where not even a Q has gone before.
Hey everyone, Sleep here. Okay, I hope everyone's gotten a chance to check out the new trailer for Star Trek Picard Season 2. As promised, I've done an in-depth analysis. At least what, interests me. Hopefully it interests you too. So you know what? Let's jump into it. The trailer opens up what appears to be a disturbed Picard. He's looking at Laris, who obviously confirms, and later in the trailer confirms that she is returning. Now there's one thing I'd like to point out in the trailer is Picard's badge. Is the first thing, which it appears that there may be rank insignia on this timeline's badges. There's multiple lines on Picard's badge, and we get the Rios's. There's one. Obviously he's a captain, assuming in this timeline he still is, and Picard has a few. Obviously higher level admiralty. That fits. Then we pan away to none other than Q, who laments that Picard is older than he expected. Q himself also looks older. And then we cut on to a scene that appears to be within the prime timeline, we'll say 2399, of Picard addressing Starfleet Command. Or at least he's at Starfleet Command. We actually don't know what the event is. I took a look at the Starfleet Command logo. It's legit. I don't see anything alterations. That leads me to believe that this is set in 2399 prime timeline. At least this scene. And then you see this council where from left to right we got Klingon, Tellarites, UFP, Starfleet Command, Starfleet Academy, Vulcans, Bajorans, we'll come back to them in a minute, and Ferengi, with an odd semblance of folks. So going back to the UFP flag, I'm wondering if that's UFP or if that could be Earth. Because I think it would be odd that this ceremony or event is trying to represent the Federation, but it has Federation and non-Federation worlds individually represented by the flag. Or we could just reading into it too much, but Klingon flag? Ferengi? And now that Bajoran flag. It's definitely Bajoran. But if you look closely, you can see kind of a watermark background that gives me Romulan vibes. Now, I've done a lot of Google searching, trying to find a Bajoran artwork that has a similar background to it, and I can't find anything at all. It leads me to believe that maybe when Romulan society fractured, part of Romulans or even Remans ventured across and settled on Bajor. The Bajorans are very, very, very opening people that have gone through a lot of pain. A group of refugees that are hardworking, yeah, I could see them opening their arms to them. After a little bit of course, courtship. The Romulans can be tricky, we know. Now, I'm not sure what to make of this scene. I'm really not. I'm not sure if this is supposed to represent some kind of underworld or some kind of going into Raph's desire to vape and stuff like that. I don't know if this is underworld, one of drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, or it's really nothing. It's a trailer. Hey, one of our favorite Romulans. Nothing really much adds to this scene other than she's there. And as we can see, not much to glean from this scene, other than, obviously, she's returning. And as you can see, you see the her pin with the 2 rings. Good connection back to the previous season. And we have our doctor. I know triggers passionate opinions on whether people like her or not, depending on what camp you're in. But she's returning. Okay, now, as I said before, with Rios, obviously this is not prime time. This is fractured timeline, this scene. And he's obviously aware that something's up. See, the La Sirena looks the same, but there's a Federation logo, or who knows what kind of logo it is. And there's his badge. One line, Captain. And then going forward, we cut to a scene with Seven, where we get this. Which we kind of saw this in some of the flags for some of the scene photos that were leaked over the course of the previous few months. It kind of gives me a Federation, but not Federation, almost a Terran vibe. Or, dare I say it, post-Terran? Terran Empire has fallen, but Earth, over 20-something years, is now independent and no longer, say, occupied by Klingon or Cardassian forces. What's your thoughts on that? And then the big thing is, so we see Seven here without her Borg implants and a wedding ring. And I know Twitter's been going on and on about, oh, she's married to Chakotay. Give me a break. Anyone that wants to spend 5 seconds thinking about temporal causality and how timelines flow through our little linear existence knows that if she was never assimilated, there's almost no chance in hell that she would ever meet Chakotay. So I am in the no, it's not Chakotay camp. So that's pretty much it. Other than that intro that you're kind of wondering that I haven't mentioned yet. That is the intro from Star Trek Timelines. I'm thinking at least they got the inception of the idea for this season from the game. I'm not saying it's going to follow the game or anything like that, because there really isn't a lot of play to it that or storyline you can really do with it. But I think that would be a very interesting way of constructing this season. Let's say that. So, what are your thoughts? You happy about the direction they're going in? You're tired of time travel? Time travel? Yeah, it could be nice to get something different, but you know what? Some of the best episodes of Star Trek have always come out of time travel. So, I can't really complain. So, tell me what you're thinking in the comments below, and we'll discuss it in the future. See you later.